Shalom, welcome to Out of Africa Torah Session. My name is Tatra Cohen, and this week we are on the portion Lech, Lecha, get yourself out. Well, these are not very comforting words to hear, but these are exactly the words which came to the ear of our father Abraham. By this time he was not yet Abraham. Now imagine he received such words, and you know for sure that you are not dreaming, this is actually happening. And you can put yourself in his shoes. The stress that he got, the anxiety, the fears of not knowing where you are supposed to be going. And surprisingly, this message is rather incomplete. He doesn't even tell you where he is taking you. Instead, he says, go to a place I will show you. Well, you don't know for sure how is this place which is going to show you. You also don't know whether you would like or you would survive in the place which he will show you. So you begin to see now that the only thing that could make you move is trust. No wonder later on we are told that Avram believed and it was given to him as righteousness. Well, this was serious level of trust which was actually demonstrated here. Now in the story it says, get yourself out of the land, of your own land, from your kinsmen, from your family, from anything familiar that you might be familiarized to. It doesn't end there. Now the Hebrew word for land is aretz. Aretz. And it is also related to the words rashon, which can be interpreted as the will or the willpower, the desire. Today when you look at everything around the humanity today, life as we know it, our community, our schools, our home environment, our dressing, everything is on the issue to do with desires. Well, as we have so many desires around us, we can see, even if we may not talk about them, but the things that we do can show that this is the product of our desire. Now, with all that being said, now you can imagine what was really being communicated to Avinu Avram, that he should leave all these desires behind and pursue what Hashem desired. This is a very interesting moment for someone to actually go through, to hear such a message, and not only hear, but being able to act on it. That should have been a very strange moment, a very sad moment, but at the same time a test of faith which he actually passed. No wonder it was credited to him as righteousness. Now, bringing this back to your context now, imagine this is what the Lord is still telling us, that we should leave those things, those desires, those mentality, those some of the will which we have, which try to go against his desire. So in a nutshell, Adonai was simply telling Avram Avinu that you should forsake your plan and adopt my plan. You should forsake your will and adopt my will. You should forsake your desire and therefore adopt my desire. In other words, let your will be done, Adonai. That's the message we find in Lech Lecha today, that let his will be done. And let this be your prayer as well. Just like Avram, he would have protested. He would have come against this idea. He would have tried to negotiate. He would have tried to compromise. So many things he would have done. But he chose not to do all of those things. Instead, he said, let your will be done. And who else do you know who did say, let your will be done? Well, it was none other than Moshiach himself. The Messiah said, let your will be done. And this is my prayer to you and me. In everything, in every life decision, wherever something tries to be contrary or to contradict what the Lord is doing, your prayer should be, let your will be done. Let your desire prevail over mine. And that's what our patriarch did. No wonder he is today the father of our faith. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.